Welcome to part 2 of my San Diego trip. So November 5th was the morning after we made our pasta, and I really wanted to go down to the kissing statue, also known as the unconditional surrender statue. Not too far from that is the Bob Hope commemoration statues. So we have lots of soldiers that are in the audience that are watching Bob Hope give his USO performance. My sister decided to get on a box and cheer for him as well. Overall, it's a pretty cool monument to something that is pretty important to our troops. There's also a big carrier ship that was just outside. It blows my mind how giant these things are. It actually kind of freaks me out.
I don't see any over here.
I think they might be over there.
It's creepy. I hate it. I hate it. No, I hate it. Bye. Yeah, bye. No.
So after we left the statues, we made our way down to SeaWorld. So we got pretty lucky. During the month of November, military members can bring up to 3 family members into SeaWorld for free. So we all got in for free, which was pretty nice because I'm still on the fence about how I feel about SeaWorld. So, it was nice to experience everything without actually giving them my money. The dolphin show was pretty amazing, so we definitely didn't intend on sitting right in the front row, although I'm glad we did. But when we first got there, it was really sunny, and we kept trying to move to get the sun out of our eyes, and eventually we just wound up in the front row, which led to getting absolutely dunked on by dolphins, which was kind of amazing. But we learned our lesson for the orca show and definitely sat much further back. And thus concluded our day at SeaWorld. After this, we headed to Mission Beach, which is where our Airbnb was, and met up with our sister and her husband and their baby who had driven up. So November 6th was the first real day we had to hang out with our oldest sister and her husband and our niece. At first, it was just us sisters. We took a little walk down to Mission Beach, not all the way to Belmont Park, but just kind of hung out on the beach for a little bit. After we came back, I hung out on our Airbnb's deck for a little bit to enjoy the view, or lack thereof, because these houses were really stacked. but you can kind of see the water if you look really hard. So after a while, all of us decided to walk down through Mission Beach to go to Belmont Park and sort of window shop / actual shop / just kill time until our dad's flight came in. I've been to Belmont Park before, the first time that I came to San Diego, and obviously I can tell you it was a lot more crowded than this. However, that was in September, pre-pandemic. There was this cool shark dude, too, and he's my new shark boyfriend. Sorry, Thor. I'm a new shark boyfriend. So obviously things like the laser tag, the escape room, the roller coaster, you know, kind of the things that make Belmont Park were closed, but it was still fun to be there. It's still a cool place. We came back the next morning and did like their fall walk as well. Our dad was coming in on his flight today as well, but just not until like 9 o'clock. So unfortunately, his granddaughter was already asleep when he got there. This is the fanciest entrance to a public pool I've ever seen. I kind of want to go there. Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Saturday. I have been here for a while now. I don't remember what day I flew out on. I think it was a Monday. Yeah, it was a Monday after Halloween. And so it's Saturday now. And today is actually the real reason that I am here, or that any of us are here right now, because today is going to be Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my sister's favorite holiday, and unfortunately she will be on deployment during this Thanksgiving, which originally this trip, we were gonna be here for our actual Thanksgiving, but they're leaving early. So today is Thanksgiving. I think one of her other friends is joining us, but mostly it's just like my family, aside from my husband, who is still at home because he has to work. But yeah, the rest of us are here. My dad got in last night. I'm gonna switch arms here, this is getting tired. My sister and her husband got here a couple days ago. No? How many nights have we been here? So dad was here last night, so they got in the night before. They drove here because they've got their baby. And yeah, so today's gonna be Thanksgiving. I know I haven't really done like a face-to-face update at all pretty much the whole time I've been here, because we've pretty much just been like bebopping around, or honestly, my sister and I spent a lot of time just like chilling on TikTok, because if we want to get like real here for a second, we were supposed to be in LA on election day, which was kind of like an oversight on our part. We were gonna be staying in Beverly Hills. And as soon as like I got here, kind of my sister was like, okay, I want to talk to you. I don't want to make you upset if you wanted to go, but I was like, no, I don't want to be there. Things are gonna get crazy. And we were right, because we saw an article later that day that said there had been some rallies pretty much right next to where we would have been staying. So I'm glad that we didn't go. But yeah, we kind of just spent a lot of election day and night just chilling, watching TikToks. Being in California alone is enough to make me happy, so that was cool. But yeah, like I said, today is gonna be Thanksgiving for us. So I'll film some of that, and then I'm here till Tuesday, so there will be some more. Freshly baked pecan pie from my mom. I'm super excited for this. So I didn't wind up filming too much of the Thanksgiving dinner stuff because it wound up being kind of busy, but I did help my mom make her famous stuffing, which my sister was like begging for. So basically I just did most of it while my mom kind of stood over my shoulder and told me what to do. But it turned out really good, and I actually ate a lot of it for once. Here's a little clip of after the turkey was done, and my sister is making some gravy. And the stuffing was done, the mashed potatoes were done, we were pretty much just about ready to eat. And don't mind my brother-in-law flipping me off. Here's everyone sitting in a food coma after we've eaten some pie. But yeah, it was nice to actually have a family dinner for once. We don't usually get to do that because my sister is either on a ship or in San Diego. So it was pretty nice to have this time together. So I honestly didn't film anything on Sunday. I was starting to feel really homesick, and we mostly just walked around the beach and watched some movies anyway. But on November 9th, we did take a trip down to Old Town San Diego, which I have been to once before, and I think it's super beautiful. Since I had been to Old Town before, I had some slightly ulterior motives. I really wanted to see the Whaley House. It is one of the most haunted houses in America, according to some sources. And last time we were here, we didn't come this way, so I didn't see it. So I made a point to make sure that we saw it. Some of the hauntings at the Whaley House include Yankee Jim, who was convicted of attempted grand larceny in 1852 and hanged off the back of a wagon. Thomas Whaley, who bought the house eventually, actually was there at the public hanging, and apparently it did not bother him at all while purchasing this house. Even though apparently he himself heard footsteps in his house. Although that isn't the only ghost that hangs around, people have claimed they have seen Thomas Whaley himself, as well as his daughter, who unfortunately did commit suicide while living there. And apparently there's even a ghost dog that likes to hang around. But on some more historical news, it also was the first commercial movie theater in San Diego, as well as a polling place and a general store, amongst other things. Unfortunately, it was closed due to the pandemic, and I couldn't get up to the front door because there was somebody, laying down on the stoop, and I didn't want to disturb them. But I did try to get as close as I could. Also, while going around the house, I did try to film every single window just in case there was some sort of spooky thing. But unfortunately, I didn't see anything. If you saw something, let me know in the comments. Freak me out. Do it. So back on a happier note, we turned around and went the other direction, and we went down towards the more park area of Old Town, which is this really beautiful open space with these beautiful trees, and it was really sunny, so it was just very nice. It was very nice and beautiful. So inside the park, there's a really beautiful shopping center, and we were still early enough in November that everything was decorated for the Day of the Dead. So everything was like super beautiful and very festive. Lots of like sugar skull skeletons that were decorated in beautiful dresses or tuxedos. And just lots of color and decorations everywhere. Also, the plants in here are also beautiful. Again, lots of succulents, lots of big palm trees and cactuses. It's honestly just so gorgeous in the shopping center. Unfortunately, by this time, my sister and her husband had already gotten in their car to make their way home since they were driving. So unfortunately, they didn't get to see this, so hopefully they watch this video and get to experience this. So after Old Town, we had just enough time to head down to the Maritime Museum area and check out the tall ships. Now, we didn't pay to do any of the tours or check out the actual museum because, like I said, we didn't have too much time, but it was really cool to come down and get a closer look at these amazing ships. Also, one of the ships down there, the HMS Surprise, was used in the film Master and Commander. I thought it was Pirates of the Caribbean, and I looked it up, and it is Master and Commander, so I'm a movie star ship. I never showed you guys my sister's courtyard, but it's super cute. So of course we haven't spent any time. Oh, she's calling me. Ah! So now that everyone else was gone, we finally were able to go get In-N-Out, which was literally all I wanted to eat the entire time we were there. And I finally got my double-double, and my sister and I finally finished our Twilight Marathon that we had started earlier in the week. And just like that, I was at the airport, headed home, unfortunately going away from all the sun and ocean and fun that is in San Diego, back to cold, freezing, rainy Washington. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my travel vlogs. I will be back to posting my normal beauty content / regular content soon. And now that we're in the holiday season, expect some cool Christmas chaos crafts. And Unusually Horrid out. Okay, bye!